revealing more secrets and theories about Area 51. Part 1. The Birth of Secrecy. In the heart of the Nevada desert, surrounded by barren land and silence, lies one of the most secretive and mysterious military bases in the world, Area 51. For decades, this facility has been the center of speculation, conspiracy theories, and government secrecy. Its very existence was denied until 2013, when the CIA finally acknowledged it as a testing site for experimental aircraft. But by then, the legend had already grown far beyond anything officials could contain. Area 51 was born out of necessity during the Cold War. The United States was desperate to gather intelligence on Soviet capabilities. In 1955, the government selected Groom Lake, a dry lake bed in Nevada, as the perfect location to test the U-2 spy plane. The isolation, vast open airspace, and lack of civilian population made it ideal. The site was so secret that employees were flown in on unmarked planes, and their families were told nothing of their work. But what began as a military testing ground would evolve into something much larger, a symbol of the unknown, the hidden, and perhaps the extraterrestrial. Part 2. The Roswell Connection. In 1947, something crashed near Roswell, New Mexico. The military first reported it as a flying disc, then quickly retracted the statement and claimed it was a weather balloon. For decades, the incident remained a curiosity until the 1980s, when UFO researchers reignited the mystery, claiming it was an alien spacecraft and that the debris, and possibly alien bodies, were transported to Area 51 for analysis and storage. Though there's no direct evidence tying Roswell to Area 51, the timing is compelling. Area 51 was developed shortly after the crash, and the military's tight-lipped approach only fueled speculation. People began to believe that the government was hiding not just advanced aircraft, but evidence of alien life. Part 3. Unidentified flying objects and black projects. Throughout the 1960s and beyond, numerous UFO sightings were reported in the skies near Nevada. Pilots, civilians, and even former employees described strange lights, silent craft moving at impossible speeds, and aerial maneuvers beyond known technology. While many of these were likely experimental aircraft, such as the SR-71 Blackbird or later stealth fighters, the absence of confirmation created a breeding ground for wild theories. In fact, many of the most iconic sightings occurred during times when the U.S. was testing cutting-edge aircraft. Area 51 became synonymous with the term Black Project, a classification for programs so secret they are not even acknowledged by the government. This environment of secrecy, coupled with unexplained aerial activity, gave birth to a powerful mythology. Part 4. Bob Lazar's explosive claims. In 1989, a man named Bob Lazar appeared in a television interview claiming he had worked at a site called S4 near Area 51. According to Lazar, he was hired to reverse engineer alien spacecraft stored by the US government. He described gravity-based propulsion systems, Element 115, and hangars built into a mountainside where flying saucers were housed. Lazar's claims were explosive and controversial. Skeptics pointed out inconsistencies in his educational and work background, but many UFO enthusiasts believed him. Over the years, some of the things he described, like the existence of Element 115, which was later synthesized, added credibility in the eyes of his supporters. Whether or not Lazar told the truth, his story added new layers to the Area 51 legend and brought mainstream attention to the base. Part 5. Surveillance, Security, and the No-Go Zone area. 51 is protected by extreme security measures. The perimeter is patrolled by private guards, known colloquially as camo dudes. No trespassing signs warn of deadly force. Motion sensors are buried in the desert, and high-tech surveillance ensures no one gets too close. Satellite imagery of the base was once nearly impossible to obtain. Even today, aerial footage is limited, and the US government maintains restricted airspace above the site. For decades, employees were flown in from Las Vegas on unmarked planes, and their work was so classified that they couldn't even tell their families. This level of secrecy is almost unprecedented for a facility that, until recently, officially didn't exist. Part 6. Reverse Engineering and Alien Technology. Part 6. Reverse Engineering and Alien Technology. One of the most enduring beliefs about Area 51 is that it houses alien spacecraft recovered from crash sites, and that US scientists have been trying to reverse engineer the technology. Bob Lazar's claims ignited this idea, but others have expanded upon it, describing advanced propulsion systems, anti-gravity fields, and materials not found on Earth. Supporters argue that the rapid advancement in American aerospace technology, from the U-2 to stealth fighters, aligns too closely with reported UFO crashes. Could it be that breakthroughs in science were aided by alien machines? While mainstream scientists dismiss such claims as pseudoscience, the mere possibility fuels imaginations and keeps the mystery alive. Part 7. Whistleblowers and Disinformation. Over the decades, a handful of alleged insiders have come forward with stories of alien craft, secret programs, and human-alien collaboration. Some of them claim to have worked in underground facilities or witnessed non-human entities. While their stories are often unverified, they add to the mystique. At the same time, there's evidence that the US government may have deliberately encouraged UFO rumors as a form of disinformation. During the Cold War, confusing the Soviets, and even the public, about advanced aircraft capabilities could have strategic benefits. If people saw strange lights and thought aliens, they wouldn't suspect spy plane. Part 8. The Storm Area 51 Movement. In 2019, a Facebook event titled Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us went viral. What started as a joke quickly attracted millions of responses. The idea was simple. If enough people charged the base, they could uncover its secrets. Memes exploded, hotels in Nevada filled up, and the US military issued warnings. Although the actual turnout was much smaller, and the event turned into more of a festival than a raid, it brought Area 51 back into the global spotlight. It reminded the world just how deep the fascination runs, not just in America, but across the planet. People want to believe. They want answers. Part 9. Cultural Impact and Pop Culture Area 51 has become a fixture in movies, video games, and literature. From The X-Files to Independence Day, from Call of Duty to countless YouTube documentaries, the base is always presented as the place where secrets are kept and aliens are stored. It symbolizes hidden knowledge, government cover-ups, and forbidden science. Whether or not any of it is true, the cultural impact is undeniable. The term Area 51 has become shorthand for anything the government doesn't want us to know. Part 10. Official Disclosure and What It Didn't Reveal. In recent years, the US government has slowly started to acknowledge the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs. In 2020 and 2021, the Pentagon released videos captured by Navy pilots showing objects that defied known laws of physics. While the government didn't confirm alien origins, they did admit they couldn't explain what was seen. For many, this was validation, but for others, it raised new questions. If they're willing to admit this now, what else are they still hiding? And why has Area 51, despite all the attention, remained a black hole of secrecy?